currently 4:45 in the morning, and we are getting ready to head to Philadelphia to go to the train station to go to New York to go to the Chinese embassy.
Whoa. Let's rewind and start from the very beginning. Hello, long time no see. Let's get into how and why I went to China. I've had this video edit done for like a little bit, but I just got wrapped up in doing a bunch of other stuff that I couldn't actually make a sit-down video to actually explain the video. Around the end of July, I was on Instagram and saw a post that was shared actually by the School of the Art Institute of Chicago's, what are they called now? Like Office of Campus Engagement. It was basically about this study abroad program for 2 weeks, a 2-week study trip to Beijing, China with a group called Eastward Journey. Now, this is like a brand new group that's formed by the Art CSSA, which is the Chinese Student Scholars Association. And it is a fully funded 2-week trip in collaboration with the Beijing Film Academy. I'm wearing the shirt that I got there right now. Basically, the sign up for this trip was super easy. It almost seemed like too easy. I was like, no way, especially because doing study trips with the Art Institute of Chicago, which you can actually see I've made videos of in the past. I've gone to Germany, and then more locally, I've gone to New York with the Art Institute of Chicago, and the process for signing up for those study trips is much more intense. But this one was really easy. All I had to do was fill out a Google form, basically saying if I was interested. How was this trip fully funded? Basically, the CSSA is a really big organization that is all around the US and obviously global, and it has a really big presence at the Art Institute of Chicago, and so some students from SAIC, from the CSSA, and part of this Art CSSA decided to create this program, and they worked with fundraising with the CSSA as well as outreach with colleges in China and the Administration of Education in China to basically raise enough money to be able to put people on this trip for free. The Beijing Film Academy is who housed us. They provided our itinerary, they provided breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they provided us with bedrooms in their international student dorms. They also paid for all of our excursions, like going to the Great Wall, going to various museums, going to see the Peking Opera. They covered all of that. The program was open to anyone, current students, recent graduates, professionals. It was open for anyone who was willing to sign up. So on the trip, there ended up being about 10 to 15 of us on and off. Some students were from the Beijing Film Academy, but they were still either American or international students that were already going to school there. And there were some graduates like myself and some professional artists. Now, even though everything in China was paid for, I did have to cover the expenses for the travel, the flights, everything like that, and anything that I wanted to do in China on my own time, like going to get boba or visiting malls or doing anything outside of the programming hours. The whole process of signing up for this trip was super last minute, so I had to get a visa within like a week, and I had to book flights very last minute. I booked my flights pretty much like 4 days before leaving for China, which is pretty crazy. So the prices for the flights were more expensive for being last minute, and I also paid premium for premium economy and lounge access and all of that because it was like a 26-hour long journey from Philadelphia to China, and it had a lot of stops in between. Going to China, I took about, let's see, Philadelphia to Chicago, Chicago to Japan, Japan to China, China to Korea, Korea to Atlanta, Atlanta to Philadelphia. So I took 6 flights for this one trip. I picked very specific flights according to what the organizers of the trip recommended because I've never been to China, I've never been to Asia at all before, and because of policies regarding visa travel or visa-less travel, I took maybe a more convoluted flight path than I would have if I had secured my visa a little bit earlier. The trip itself ended up being super enjoyable. The only negatives I had to say about the trip, which I provided as feedback to the program organizers, was that it felt like communication was really not the best when getting started and figuring out all of the logistics to go to China. There was definitely a lot to consider. So I got plenty of goodies, from doing cultural crafts to buying my own little cute stuff and getting a ton of information and memorabilia from the museums we visited and the people we saw, including stuff like scrolls. Overall, China was great. I had a great time. Prices were so cheap in person. Everyone was so nice. I don't think I've mentioned it ever on this channel, but I have been learning Mandarin for a while. I'm not very good. I'm like HSK1, but I was able to speak a little bit of Mandarin while I was in Beijing, and it was really wonderful to be able to communicate with people, and I had some really great interactions. I love China. If you're wondering what it was like being Black in Beijing, it was not a big deal. I only got asked for my photo twice, but that happens to a lot of foreigners in general. I would love to spend more time in China and go back. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Hopefully I'll even post again soon. I know it's been a while. You guys have been waiting for a while, but I think I'm breaking this video up into 2 parts. I think that's what I usually do for my study abroad trip videos, but I'm gonna be releasing the next one in a couple days and not a week like I usually do, just because I want to get this video out and get it off my mind. What are you gonna see from me next? I don't know. Getting my life together. All I know is that Halloween is coming up, and wherever I end up being, whether that's in Philadelphia or Chicago, trust there's gonna be a little Halloween moment, even if I just have to do a Halloween weekend vlog. Hopefully I can make a video soon about just life in general after graduating in art school, and even make a video fully closing out my SAIC experience, because I feel like it was very quick the way we had to move out, the way things ended, and then now how my summer kind of zoomed by. Enough rambling. Enjoy the video. That's me.
That's her, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Okay, at the airport at 10 p.m. Came pretty early, came 3 hours early. Excuse the angle. It did take maybe 10 minutes for them to go through the visa and print everything out and everything. But my bag is through. It's going all the way to my final destination, which is great, so I don't have to rush and get it in between the flights. The flight doesn't board till 1 a.m., so 3 hours. Okay, Beijing Academy dorm room tour. This is right when you come in. Bathroom. Hello. Little nook to have some tea.
Then we have 2 desks. So we are each getting our own room, but each room is a double. So that's why there's 2 beds and 2 dressers and everything. So yeah, this is the setup. And then since we're students here for like 10 days, we also got our own ID card, and then we have a separate ID that opens our rooms. So today is just the first day. We're going to be having a group dinner at 6 p.m. But for now, since we just got finished with like a 26-hour long trip to get here, we're just relaxing. We might walk around a little bit later, but we're taking it super easy for today, and then we're gonna get started later.
这个拍的效果很好。哎，这个拍的特别的蓝。
我等会儿讲这个可以把它接下来了，接下来，接下来放在这儿，接下来啊。没事儿，但是我等会儿再给它加工一下。它那个笔划比较什么，比较浅，你还真不能太什么了。
笔画比较细。